So I'm up here in Ozark. This is where I brought the bees from the swarm that had been in the trap too long after I made the split a few days ago. I appreciate all the comments. Looking back on it, I should have taken some of that comb of brood and so forth and strapped it into some empty frames with rubber bands. And you guys have suggested that. My wife actually suggested that asked me why I didn't do it. So I just didn't think about it that day. I didn't have any of those empty comb frames on me. I could have gotten some, but I just didn't think about it. So gonna check in here real quick, see how they're doing. I'm pretty sure this one right here is the one that has the queen in it. And this one over here is the one that does not have a queen in it. Both of these hives had a little bit of brood in them, quite a bit of honey, and they were pretty close to being honey bound. I have some queens coming in tomorrow, so my goal is to figure out which one of these has the queen in it if possible, and get a mated queen in the other one, assuming I don't see queen cells. If I see queen cells in that one over there, I may just leave it alone because I really like these genetics. These are usually pretty good bees that I catch in those swarms over there. So I'm gonna set this up, gonna peek in here real quick, and I may just actually hold this phone by hand. I just don't want to take a lot of time with this today, but I just kind of want to determine if I can figure out which hive has the queen in it, and then figure out what to do. All right, let's break in here and see what we have. So if you remember, I kind of checkerboarded these frames in. I'm gonna pull this one out because it's right next to another empty frame, but look at how they're drawing out this comb already. This is a new frame, I believe. So I think these bees are gonna do good. They're starting to draw it out just a little bit right there. If they draw this out and give that queen room to lay, I'm pretty sure the queen is in this box. At least that was my theory. Not doing much on the yellow yet. Oh, they're starting to draw it out right through here. You probably can't see it on the camera, but they are. Oh, I would love to see that queen. Let's see. Or if I could figure out a way to see some eggs, but there just wasn't a lot of room for eggs to be laid. Now look at that. They cleaned some of this out. And I'm going to tell you, it's getting kind of dark to show you in the camera, but I think we got an egg in about every cell there. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close this one up, leave it alone. I know we need to put the queen in the other one. And you can see the bees have pretty much gravitated to the frames that are drawn out. So that one's the one that has some brood on it. Maybe this thing's going to turn out okay. I think it will. Now the next frame over, look at this. You probably can't tell on the camera, but they're drawing that out as well. So I'm just going to close it up, leave it alone, we'll let them do their thing. I'm pleased with where we're at. I'm putting this in. I know it's not on the edge, but I'm putting it in because it's next to another frame that has no comb on it, so there's plenty of room to push this down. Put the lid on here and go set up. We'll peek in on that other one real quick as well. Pretty excited about that. So the queen is definitely in this one. That's the one I thought she was in, so I was right. Okay, let's check in on this other one. Let's just see how they're looking. My plan is just to put a queen in here tomorrow. Just open it up long enough to put a queen in here. You know what? I see very few bees. And if a lot of them gravitate to the other box. Yeah, I actually see some hive beetle larvae in here. Not a good sign. We have very few bees, almost no bees in here. Look at all of that. That's not a good sign. All this is hive beetle larvae. So I'm disappointed. There's no bees in here. Looks like the hive beetle larvae have basically run them out of here. So this hive is a no-go. I wonder if the bees just abandoned the hive because of the hive beetles, or if most of them ended up going back over in that other box, or if they just absconded out. I'm not sure where they went, but yeah, this is not going to work. Not a good sign here with this hive. There are some bees in here, but hopefully, I hope there. Well, here's some over here. These are just some of the bees that are hatching, so, well, not a good result with this box. But we're still going to end up, I wonder if the bees kind of left this hive because there was no queen and went into these two neighboring hives, and possibly into the hive where the queen was. So we'll just kind of get this thing cleaned out. I'll probably set those frames of honey out and let the bees here in this apiary, in this bee yard, clean them up. And we do still have a good strong hive over here. Looks like with the queen in it, hopefully it's going to do okay. So we're going to end up with 2 hives total, including the other split, which is over there. And the actual split did not work because I guess I didn't have enough bees in here. The queen wasn't in here. So like I say, I'm full disclosure here. If something doesn't work exactly right, I'll tell you. Obviously in this case, my plan did not work quite right, but we do still have a good strong hive out of it, I think. And so no worries, we're still in good shape. This box, this swarm trap is hopefully going to end up being a good strong hive, and then the other one over there looks like it's doing well too. There's plenty of bees on the outside of that box, so they're doing well. So I'm going to set these frames out just kind of off against a tree somewhere and let the bees clean it up, and then we'll get these frames out of here and so forth and just start back from square one with this hive box. Just thought I'd show you real quickly. Here's the other swarm that we caught over there in Dothan the same day we dealt with the other hive, and as you can see, there's plenty of bees on the outside. They look perfectly content. We finally have some rain starting to move in here, which is a good thing. We need some rain. It's been pretty dry. So just wanted to show you how things are going. On to the next video.